Lucas, did you send it? Because I still haven't gotten it. Why is it being slow? Oh, there it is. What do you mean, Mount Olympus? That cover image already makes me cringe.
Why do you think I said it was gonna be? I think it's gonna be cringy.
She has asthma and a bad back, and she's in the assassination. Why do they have assassination classes?
Who the fuck
Space
runs
monsters.
it?
Yeah,
The
this
Greek
guy
gods,
looks at it
apparently.
No, but which Greek god would run that fucking shit? None of them are based around assassin. Not Greek.
Greek. Also, her classmates are vampires, witches, and shifters. That's not even a Greek thing. That's a Native American thing.
No. Lycanthropy originated in ancient Greece.
No, I mean the exact phrase shifter.
Yes,
That's
that
the
is
Native
fair.
American version, not the Greek version.
Vampires aren't even fucking Greek. That's Romanian.
Romanian.
And even then, if you really want to go for it, it's Wallachian.
I was like, what do you mean vampires are being taught by the Greek gods on how to be assassins?
Cannibals, sure. Greece had a lot of those. Zeus tended to kill them.
This book already makes no sense. Wait. She's a goddamn fucking half dragon. Fuck! It's that
Man,
fucking half dragon Azamar.
What?
Her secret is that she has wings that only appear when she wants them, and she can occasionally breathe fire, but she also is able to shift into something else too, and she isn't sure what. I'm like,
What?
wait. Looks at cover image. You're a fucking half dragon, Azamar.
Looking at this goddamn shit like, what the hell?
Get the
Rick.
fuck out of my book list.
Rick's books make more fucking sense. And that man's on crack.
The worst part is they actually describe it as being Percy Jackson meets Vampire Academy in a new, like a fun new trilogy.
Please stop.
No. Why? Oh, here's my favorite part. They're training the vampires to help fight in a war between gods and monsters. I'm like, wait a minute, aren't vampires classified as monsters?
And it only gets better because witches.
And witches are known enemies of the gods, actually. At least the Greek ones.
Yeah, they hated witchcraft. That was their fucking thing. Except Dionysus. But then again, everyone just got drunk and fucking drugged themselves whenever they were with him, so.
Yeah, Dionysus wasn't too picky. If you liked alcohol and partying, congratulations, Dionysus is the god for you. Just don't piss him off. And we'll all be fine.
The only book from the Kane series I don't think I read was the Serpent Shadow. Ah, there is
That was a
Austin.
good one. And we've lost Jacob again. To the dead zone. He was about to say something. You know, I like how Kepri was literally just a dung beetle. He wasn't a scarab in that book series. He was a dung beetle.
Yeah.
Same size as one too. He was just pushing around the sun. Of course, when I first saw that, I was just like, "Wait a minute, that's Kepri? He's so small and weird."
Right. don't think I'm gonna be able to play tonight, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever Authy tells my character to do. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
See,
Okay. I mean, this is really
it's
not
more of a
going to be
recovery
focused on
period
him.
at this point.
Yeah. I mean, anything that really happens in this session is probably going to be happening in town with Jacob and like with Juzane specifically and Takashi. And I think your paladin, Authy. I think. Not sure.
Sorry, didn't realize it was muted. What about my paladin?
God damn it. I was saying, yeah, so apparently we're going to be missing 2 players, but that's fine because it's probably just going to be Juzane, Takashi, and whatever you're not getting your paladin. I forget your paladin.
Same training as last time, and it's Teo.
Teo, yeah. But this is more referring to the cleaning up after the yokai that we had to go murder.
Shit, that's right. I've got a lot of water to purify, don't I?
I like how you're just basically going to be training Sword Boy while just standing in the ocean purifying it. It's like Aqua from Konosuba. You're just sitting there in the water for the next day or so. Can I please come back to shore now? No, the job's not done. Please, there's something in the water.
Not anymore. There's not.
You'll be fine, gators.
That's what the cage is for.
So many gators. My favorite part
Do I
was when
just
they
want to
brought her
wash
back
off
into
the-
town, and Aqua just went like, "I don't want to leave the cage. The cage is safety. The outside
And
world
then
is
they
too
thought he was
dangerous."
keeping Aqua in there.
The worst part is the cage was fucking unlocked the whole time too. So they're
Yeah,
just like,
he
"How
literally just
dare you keep her there?" And then it just like opens cage. It's unlocked, dumbass.
She
She just
doesn't want
doesn't want to leave.
And then they still try to fight him over it. Like, you got proved
The
wrong.
people in that world were fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And the worst part was he had no excuse. That was a human who was sent there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw them. I saw the thing posted in
very-
memes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yes, I did catch on to that when I first saw the scene after the Horcruxes were revealed, where they also had like the Python and whatnot. I'm like, wait a minute, that thing looks familiar. But it wasn't until I watched the series the second time that I realized why it looked familiar. Because I couldn't quite recall what I had, where I had seen it before. Then again, though, that was because I hadn't really taken to rewatching the movies over and over again before that movie came out. So it had been quite a few years.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go. I should be good for the rest of the ride home.
All it's gonna come down to is what is everybody doing?
Training with Cam.
Purifying a shit ton of water.
Literally gets entire family hit with lesser restoration. books it out of town to parents' abandoned house and just waits out the problem. The benefits of being immortal. I can afford to just sit out the problem.
Meanwhile, Juzayan is just like, ah, yes, publicity.
Also, I've already been barfed on by this whale. I've already burned. Like, I already lost stuff because of it, and I nearly died. So no, fuck that.
Publicity.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm using all of my men, which be the soldiers I command, the Yakuza faction that is already kind of at work just under my good name. They're just helping everyone.
Hmm.
What do you mean it's cringe at the moment?
We're talking about the one book.
Ah,
That's when she posted that.
we already dealt with that one book. Hey, do you remember the like the basically just the elderly home for all the senile gods in the Kane Chronicles? The one where they had the hippopotamus working there as a caretaker?
I think that was in book 3.
Yeah.
That's the one I didn't read.
Oh, you should have read that. That was a great book.
It's the only one I didn't read.
Although, to be fair, Rock kind of sort of was supposed to be there, but he also couldn't leave his post, so he doesn't get to spend time there. Actually, I think Raw did stay there, and that was part of the reason why why they had to go down there was to convince him to leave the fucking retirement home. Because he had a job to do.
And unlike the Greek gods, the Egyptian ones actually would go senile
Yeah,
because they actually aged.
Ra actually was senile. My only real question is, how exactly did they explain to the world the fact that the sun went missing for a few hours?
Solar eclipse.
No, I mean the sun literally went missing in the middle of the day, with the moon on the other side of the planet.
No, you can still call it an unexpected solar eclipse. Who's gonna call you out on it, huh?
And who's going to explain the giant ass serpent that's larger than any structure on the planet that just burst out of the ground to eat the sun? That was my favorite part. Apophis shows up, and then I'm just like listening to his description, and I just look up, and I'm like, looks back at the book, looks up at the sky, looks back at the book. How did no one notice this? It's almost like how they also somehow managed to explain away what was it, the Battle for Manhattan in the Percy Jackson series, and I'm just like, how did no
No,
one
that one was
question
easy
this?
because it was the mist. Time literally stopped.
Yeah, but there was also a shit ton of property damage that came with that, so what?
Sewer gas.
God,
That's how they explain most.
I still just remember looking at that, and my first thought was just, What did they come up with as an excuse that people in Manhattan accepted for all their buildings and streets being trashed in less than a second?
Small money back then kind of hushed them over. Or they just died. How long ago was this happening?
That was like supposedly, according to the book's timeline, a few years ago.
Oof. I don't know.
You have to remember, Percy Jackson
was the
is literally
1900s,
the
sure.
modern day. Like, as in the 2000s, about the 2000s to 2010s. Oh well, it's easier than explaining why you have horse prints just stuck in the hood of your car. Cough, cough. Damn Pegasus, cough. Damn Pegasi landing on my car.
Oh, that was pretty easy to explain. You want to know how? New York does have mounted police.
Yes, but not when you have to explain it to your stepfather how when you were at the beach you somehow came back from what everyone described being a heavy ass seagull landing on your car and leaving behind horse prints. Because yes, if Mary research correctly, the mist makes Pegasi look like seagulls if they're at the beach.
That's one hell of a seagull, my dude.
That is one heavy ass seagull.
So everyone's more or less training then.
Training or trying to cleanse the city. Realistically, I just need to know how long the cleanup takes because that would be roughly when Corey comes back. So that just tells me how much time I spend training.
Cleaning, training, cleansing.
Because I know for a fact this is not going to be a fix that happens in just a single day.
That'd be too easy.
Well, I'm referring to just the sheer number of infected, not even counting all the places that are going to have to get disinfected and the fact that the bay is going to have to be disinfected as well.
So who are we waiting on?
Ainz. Because Takashi finally has an excuse to do something now.